Good morning, my loves. I have to say that my meditation practice has just mostly been a private practice for a long time, and I've never really put myself in the position to feel vulnerable enough to close my eyes and make a video, but the time is now. Meditation is simple, not easy. It's simple because all we have to do is sit and breathe, but it's not always easy because once we sit down and slow down, all kinds of things surface for us. And you might find that your mind wants to doubt your meditation practice or have you thinking that it's not possible to find peace. And I think there's a lot of misconception around meditation. A lot of meditation pictures are showing someone looking totally peaceful, and meditation isn't always peaceful. Sometimes we're just listening to our busy mind, we're noticing our anxiety, we're experiencing and feeling our depression. But the idea is that we get to know our mind, right? So if I'm sitting in my morning meditation and feelings of rejection come up, then I can know that that is an underlying feeling that's there for me during the day. So what I learn in my meditation is what might come up for me later. If I'm feeling anxious in my meditation, I can know, hey, anxiety is present. And it can be possible that it pops up again for me in the day, but I will have already met it. I'll go, oh, all right, there you are, anxiety. You showed me that you were there this morning, so I can expect you might pop up through the day. And we just become less and less surprised by what's going on in our mind. We just kind of learn to make friends with it. You can think of it kind of like when you're walking down the street with a small child, and sometimes you want to hold that child's hand and kind of bring it in close to you. It might wander off and go look at something else, and then you call it back and you encourage it and him or her and walk with them again. So it's kind of that same idea. You're just doing the same thing with your mind. If it wanders away from your breath, if your mind wanders away from the present moment, then you're just bringing it back in, just being gentle with yourself. Meditation is an act of rebellion. How's that, if that inspires you? So we're not really taught to meditate. We're taught to do, and go, and idle hands, that kind of thing. So meditation's the opposite of that. It's counterculture in a way. So people might say, don't just sit there, do something. And in meditation, we'd say, don't just do something, sit there. So I encourage you, as we start to practice meditation together more and more, to just notice what comes up. And you can do things by noticing sounds. Today I'll notice the wind, I'll notice the waves. There might be chickens in the background, a lizard could walk by, the neighborhood cat or dog might come in. So it's just noticing what's present in the moment, and then also noticing what's going on in your mind. So just noticing what's present. And one of the best emotional intelligence things I've ever been taught is to remember that I am are two very powerful manifesting words. So instead of thinking or saying I am sad or I am disappointed or I am frustrated, you can say sadness is present, disappointment is present, frustration is present. And then you're just acknowledging what the emotion is. Anxiety is present. A lot of the things that I work on healing have to do with abandonment and rejection. So sometimes abandonment is present or rejection is present. And if we just acknowledge those feelings, we can kind of watch them and eventually they pass. Instead of saying, I'm sad, or I was abandoned, or I am rejected, just saying, oh, rejection's present, or fear is present, and noticing what's present. And again, that teaches us, whatever we learn from sitting still, we're just kind of listening to our mind, seeing hey, what's going on in there anyways? What we learn from that is what we carry throughout the day. So, like I said, if I know that fear is present in the morning, it could pop up in the afternoon, but I've already made friends with it. already recognized it. So it's a little bit easier to be okay with it when you just know it might pop up. So I'm going to do a short meditation here. You can join along with me if you want, and we'll just work on noticing what's present. You can notice where your body meets the seat. You can notice where the skin has air touching, where the skin has clothing touching. We can notice any fears or emotions and just acknowledge them. There's a number of visualizations that I like to use, but I think I'm just gonna cut it short because I've talked for about 6 minutes now, and that'll give us maybe 4 or 5 minutes to do a short meditation. And I'll talk more and more on the visualizations as I make more videos. So let's sit back, relax, and do a little meditation for ourselves. Getting comfortable. A little windy today. Hopefully that's the last one of those. So whatever comfortable means for you. For some people it's not sitting crisscross. For some people it's going to be putting the feet on the floor. If you want to, you can lie down or sit with your back against a wall if that's more comfortable for you. Most importantly, finding something that's comfortable for your physical body, because if your physical body isn't comfortable, then your mental self is going to tell you that the whole time. So, may this be the first of many, many meditations spent together. Know that you are loved and appreciated, and remember what we're going through right now is a blip in time. It's a chapter in history, and someday we're going to turn the page. And the most important thing we can do is find calm and peace, which is going to help boost our immune systems. Kisses. Love you guys. All right, we're going to take some time just to sit and breathe. Let the breath come in and go out. feels good, let them go out of the mouth. Deep, deep breath in. Exhaling. 2 more deep cleansing breaths. Deep, deep breath in your nose. Fill, 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 fill your lungs. When you're ready, sound or sigh. Out of the mouth. And then 1 more deep, deep breath in. Exhaling anything that isn't serving you. Bringing our hands into heart center, taking a moment or 2 of gratitude. Focusing our minds on what we do have. Blessings and the abundance that is available to us right now. Continuing to meditate, you can pause this video, continue to sit for a few minutes more. If you're ready to join the day with a grateful heart, take a moment to gently open your eyes, having a soft focus and allowing you to slowly transition. Continuing to take deep, calm breaths through the day, and remember that what you create here in your meditation helps to inform you for your day. Remember that you are loved. Do not forget that this is a blip in time. This too shall pass. There will be blessings and lessons, and there is always a silver lining. Take care. Be well. See you on the flip side of this one.